So I have a lot of just yarn that I hoarded throughout the years that I don't even know what to do with it. I keep looking at all these like projects that you can just use, use up yarn. And then I came across that people actually do blankets with Sentro knitting machine. And I was like, amazing. I have a Sentro knitting machine and I have lots of yarn. And that will not take forever because with crochet, I feel that blankets take months and I don't have months. So yeah, I have the machine and I have lots of spare yarn that are like, it's just there for years now. So that's what we're gonna do in this video. Just trying to make a big blanket from all this random spare yarn that I have just laying around. So this is the stash, and I didn't really have a plan what to do with the colors. I thought maybe I can plan them in advance or something, but then I just thought to start making at least few rows / tubes. I didn't really have a plan for colors in the beginning, just seeing what looks good next to the last color. First I did few rows with waste yarn and then reset my row counter and added my first color. Because Sentro can work either in a panel or in a tube mode, I set it to tube. As tube is much faster, you just need to keep spinning, and I just went ahead and started knitting. Had some random colors of mohair yarn and some cotton yarn, so to make the texture kind of match the other yarn, I mixed mohair with cotton or thinner yarn, and that worked really well. And then for each color I did 34 to 35 rows on Sentro, and I did 11 colors per tube. After 5 colors, the tube is starting to form. I rolled up the tube so it doesn't keep twisting while I spin the Sentro machine, and I think it looks like a little donut. So you might be wondering how long it took to make one tube. So if the yarn was on the thinner side, it took me around 30 to 40 minutes. Obviously, it depends how fast you're spinning. And if the yarn was more on a chunky side, so only one color would take around 30 minutes, as I needed to go quite slow and keep an eye on the needle so no stitches are dropped. Over time, I did drop some stitches, but it kind of fixed itself as other rows came up, and you can't really see the mistakes on the blanket itself, which is really good. So far I have made 4 of these, so they're quite long, basically just 4 very long scarves. But yeah, basically just made some tubes, and I think I'm gonna make as many as I can with the yarn because I still have quite a bit left, even though I did already 4, and they're long, like they're longer than me, so good. I guess big blanket is coming. So yeah, it's just a lot of these, and just need to make a few more, and then we can actually connect them into the blanket. So I put them on the floor so you can kind of better see. So it is basically, I'm just making very long scarves, and if I make enough, it will become a blanket. I feel that some colors, like, I do not really think about it, and like there's like 2 pinks very close to each other. I noticed like there's some like whites very close, so I kind of need to, I guess, work around it somehow. Make something maybe in between, so it's more scattered, but I kind of like how it's coming out. I don't know. I think I'm just trying to trust the process, and then when it's connected, it will be something. And also, so on the ends, I do some waste yarn, and then later I'm just gonna connect the ends. It's just easier this way to kind of take it off and everything. After making 5 to 6 tubes, I started seeing how we would look next to each other, and then started planning colors so it wouldn't clash and actually look good. And as you can tell, this is quite repetitive, lots of spinning, At one point, my elbow actually started getting sore from trying to finish as much of the tubes as possible. But, we pushed through. So most of the time while I was doing the tubes, I was listening to an audiobook. And I started the blanket maybe a week after Stranger Things ended. And I was not ready for it to be over. So I was listening to one of the Stranger Things audiobooks. I chose One Way or Another, in which main character was Nancy, and actually kind of let me come to terms with Stranger Things are over. So I don't know, maybe it was just me. This is how it was looking after all 10 tubes were done. I labeled them by number so I would know what should go next to each other. After tubes were done, the actual process of connection and making this into a blanket started. And first I needed to crochet over all the edges, get rid of the waste yarn, and close the tubes off. I just did slip stitches into the very first stitch of each tube. After cut off the waste yarn, and then did another row of single crochets to close the tube. After I was done with getting ready the tubes, it was time to actually connect them together to form a blanket. And I just did one row of single crochet to connect them together. So I've connected two pieces so far. And I think I really like this line because I think I'm going to do this and then the line for each square, so everything kind of gonna be framed. And yeah, I don't know, I think this is actually coming together. So now I just need to connect them all. So I thought the connecting part will be very quick, but this took ages, and for you to imagine how long it took during this time, I managed to start and finish Heated Rivalry. If you're not sure from the first episode, keep on watching. It got good for me in episode 3, or at least this is where I got hooked. Then Bridgerton, part 1 of the new season, Emily in Paris new season, and also started watching Paper Girls, and I'm halfway done, so I don't even want to think about how many hours actually it took, but you get the idea. I have finished the blanket. It took me way longer, of course, as usual, way longer than I planned, but it is done. It's this massive thing, and now the big reveal. I don't know if it's gonna fit, but ta-da! So this is the blanket. I think it actually fits. Don't do this at home. And yeah, so this is the blanket. So I don't know if it actually fits, but that's basically how it looks. To connect all these tubes that I keep making, I did a line for all of them. It was just single crochet. All this climbing on the chair got me out of breath. Oh no! Luna started eating my meringue. Luna, no. So yeah, anyway, and then between the squares, initially I thought to do every square, but so, as you can see, I did every second. And this is just because I already ordered additional yarn for the edge, because I just ran out of yarn to just to connect all these tubes. Because I thought, oh, it's just single crochet, but I didn't, I guess, anticipate how much of yarn it will take, because these tubes are long. I did 11 colors for 35 rows each, and that clearly adds up. And because I did 11 of them, 11 colors, it's just didn't divide properly. So there is one which is just actually squares, like this one here, if you can see here. So yeah, but I just did single crochets, for each connection. So maybe one day I will buy more yarn and do every square, the separation line for every square. And then for the edge, I did scallop edge, so it's a scallop edge here. And as you, as I said in the video, I have finished lots of things while dealing with this, so I can have it all around me. And there's still plenty of space left. But I like it. It's very cozy and it's very big and it's very heavy, which I do like. Obviously this was a lot of yarn that I used. I had clearly a lot of leftover yarn. But yeah, enough chit chat. This is it. This is the blanket. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you enjoy my videos, by the way, I have a coffee account, so if you want to buy me coffee, I would really appreciate that. And that is all. See you in my next video. Have a nice day and bye!